Something that Friendship is Magic has been doing lately is creating relatable characters and relatable scenarios. We've seen this with Luna in Do Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep, and we're seeing this in the episode that I want to talk about today that I surprisingly did not get to talk about when it first came out. Amending Fences. Let's take a look. Greetings, every peoples. This is your cult of personality. ToonKriticY2K is the name. Toon's the name of my game. Welcome to another Season 5 First Impressions video. This is the second one that I wanted to make up, I think out of 3 or 4. And I want to quickly state, I was going to do one for Princess Spike, but I really didn't have a lot to work with, so I didn't want to waste like 5 or 6 minutes just trying to come up with a reason why I didn't like the episode or really was indifferent towards it. But Amending Fences, I really have a lot to talk about. So this is a Twilight episode. It involves her really a spur-of-the-moment sort of thing, finding out that she was never really friends with friends back in Season 1. This is interesting because it's a callback all the way back to like right in the first opening minutes of the first episode, where Twilight's just like, yeah, I'm not going to go to a party, I have other things to do. What the writers decided to do is make that into an episode. They make that an important event that happens. It involves her old friends, Colgate. I'm going to say Colgate because it's a lot easier to say. What was it? Heart Drops and Lemon Song or something? I don't know. I couldn't keep track of that. So, what else is there? Yeah, and also Moondancer. Moondancer is a character that is heavily focused on in this episode. Twilight finds out that she was not really good friends, so she wants to make up for that. And that's pretty cool, because Season 5, she's the Princess of Friendship. She was never really the best friend, so it's going all the way back, fixing up some things, loose ends, amending fences, as they say. This episode, like a lot of people, really connected with some people. Really connected on a relatable level because they've probably been in a situation where they've been friends with somebody and they just left, or they were just kind of abandoned or betrayed or whatever. And there's some really emotional stuff that happens with this, especially with Moondancer. Moondancer is interesting in the fact that she's sort of another what-if variation of Twilight. You know, you have Trixie and Sunset, who are like the bad what-ifs. You have Starlight Glimmer, who's also the what-if. But you have Moondancer, who's more of the reclusive, introverted hermit, I guess, as they say, the nerdy hermit, or something like that. It's interesting how they do that. She almost kind of looks like a Twilight recolor too, so that adds fuel to it as well. So I'm not going to spoil most of this because you've probably already seen the episode anyway, so what am I doing recapping it? But one thing I liked about this episode, it's interesting how they're able to have all the interactions between Twilight and Moondancer. It's like reconnecting with somebody that we really didn't know. Now, I made the whole video, I mentioned Moondancer in my Importance of Backstory video, and I figure, I brought it up for a reason because there was some interesting backstory that they had. There was like 1 or 2 flashback scenes, and it did enough, I think, to establish her. I didn't really have much complaints with that, though, because she was mentioned, at least at the beginning, but it would have been interesting had we seen maybe more of her in the past or something. Maybe in the comics, I don't know. But the reason I like this episode, the reason that I mentioned it, is because I can connect with this on a personal level. I understand what it's like to be in that sort of situation. I understand what it was like in high school, having a bunch of friends and then they just slowly went away. I trusted somebody, I cared about somebody. We've all been there. We all understand that. And that's the good thing about what Friendship is Magic is doing right now. It's being relatable. And Moondancer is a perfect example of that, I think. And it takes a little bit, for friendship. Friendship prevails and all that. But it's cool to see that Twilight did what Rainbow Dash did with Gilda. Reconnected, fixed some things up. Amended Fences. I see why they do the title. But it was really cool to see how they pulled that off. And the only other things I only have other minor complaints with the episode. Colgate, I couldn't really stand because she just felt fake to me, like that really fake, enthusiastic friend. Humor-wise with this, not so much, but maybe they could have done better in some parts. I'm actually working on with Caps. Me and him are talking about it. We were doing a collab, I think. I think that's supposed to come out at some point, but Yeah, this episode though was a nice little filler. It's a great way for Twilight to fix some stuff up, a little bit of development for her. Seeing how far she's come. I think that's really the main thing here, with Twilight fixing some stuff from the past, and with Moondancer getting a little bit of closure. All that good stuff, really. So I think that's important to show, and I'm glad that Friendship is Magic is approaching this, because this isn't something you usually see in a kid's show. This is a little deep, this is a little too real, I guess, as I put up in my Twitter post. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Amending Fences. So question to you guys in the comments, what did you think of the episode? And who do you think is the better what-if version of Twilight? Is it Moondancer, Sunset, Starlight Trixie, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, Twitter, Patreon, all that good stuff. See you guys at BronyCon, and with that being said, I am the Toon Critic, keeping you totally tuned for your viewing entertainment.